Hey everyone, it is Kai again, and I am here again with Kelvin. What's up, Kelvin?
Hello.
And we're here with another match from the WCC VGCS. And this time, I think it's like, what, round 4 or so?
Mm-hmm.
This time's between Dennis on the left, playing Luard, and James on the right, playing Kagero. Now, James is a pretty famous player as well. He was on the, he did pretty well for himself quite a few times. So, yeah, he's playing Kagero now. Well, what do you have to say? No, actually, it's funny because James loves Luard, except now he's playing Kagero.
Yeah, we actually asked him a few times on the day why will he not play Luard when it's like at its best time ever.
Yeah.
But apparently he likes how Overlord works, so let's see how he does this game.
It's kind of like, you know, if your clan becomes so overpowered, you feel dirty playing it, right? So
maybe that, or you're just like, oh, there's so many people playing Luard, so I don't want to be like...
I'm not unique enough, so... Alright, so here we have Luard starting, which is good for Luard, because that means it doesn't get ruffle stomped by Kagero. It has knees, so knees...
Yep.
Knees is one of those things we've been seeing recently in the Japan meta, right? But back in non-Japan meta land, where this is like Phantom Dragon Aeon land, it wasn't that popular.
Yep.
It was like decent, but not the best choice, I guess. Well, I wouldn't think it's the best choice, but you know, knees, at least, you know, it's still a card. James rides Calamity Tower Wyvern, which is
7k.
Yeah, it's not amazing. He puts an ammo behind it, which is also not...
And attacks without boosting.
Dude, look at damage deny.
See, the moment I see that, I'm like, James, go back to premium. Yeah,
wow.
He's quite an accomplished player in the G days as well.
Yeah, so
like, love it when he does this.
I mean, I guess, like, what does it stop, though? It stops, what, Leofal from rushing you, but do you actually care as a Kagero? I feel like you don't. Like, you just, you want to run, just give me CV and I'll destroy you, right?
We'll see what he does.
He rides a Decat,
Oh, okay.
so that's a 9k. Is that happening? Do you think it's happening yet?
I think it's happening, man.
Dude,
He checks the first one, like, oh yeah.
I already got it, dude.
Easy.
Man, he's a left-handed player as well.
He is.
Left. What is this?
He's got a very symmetrical field going for both sides.
So yeah, Lava Flow gets the cross. But
Yep.
Do you think it's damage at night time? Do you think it's damage?
I think it's still damage at night time. I mean, yeah, but it's a bit weird, right? Both
What other cards?
can sort
Through
of
like the. Did we see another card, like another 10k in his hand, like though, like a grade 2 10k in his hand?
I'm not sure, but well, depending on how he attacks.
Oh, it's
There
not
you
even
go.
boosting, man.
Yep.
Crazy.
Didn't even think about it.
So now Dennis is in a bit of a kerfuffle.
Because how does he get 3 in the?
Well, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
That's it.
Right? Like, what you can do is you just play,
Play over
a
one.
bunch of ones over each other.
Oh,
Flying cards.
So I think if that one hits, he might just like be able to get a grade 3, discard down the grade 1, and then like do the sack 2 play. But
dude, he didn't have. Oh yeah, that's right. He has no CV to
that's
Leofal.
right. Yes, no CV.
No, but he can still do it. Because he had a
Yeah,
router.
could have played over it.
Oh, is he not gonna
No,
do
but
it?
even if he strides right, there's no CB, so he can't like.
So he can't call a free field.
Units, yeah. So.
But
there
he
you
gets
go.
2 more force markers.
That's true.
He has 2 more force markers, man. I don't know.
I think like.
I guess do you minus that much to go 2 more force markers?
No, not really. So that's why I have to say if you actually get a grade 3 off the check top 5 and you discard a grade 1 and then you sack 2 from the field, that's the perfect scenario. But I guess when he doesn't get that, he just sort of bails out.
Yeah,
Or gets a heal trigger. Wow. Kagero's getting 3 turns. I mean, both of them are getting sort of 3 turns, but...
Alright, so here we got James riding the cross.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what can James do here? He goes Force 2. Can he like full combo? Full combo as a Kagero? Doesn't need to. He just needs to. He got an Igni Road already. We see.
Igni Road is pretty much the full combo.
Yeah. one Igni Road is full combo. 2 Igni Road is like kind of over combo. But if you have like, if you're on like 2 Force 2, then it's fine, right? That's like
Yeah.
Like one Igni Road already has the crit. The second one will probably get a crit from your multiple drive checks. Or, like,
technically
technically now, since, like, Kagero went second, he can go full ham and not care. Because he still gets a drive check for each of his... For his last one, at least. I don't see the restand in grade 1, though. Which is unfortunate. No Calamity Tower in his hand, I don't think. So, like, 2's already gone, which is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, normally you only run 3, so when you have 2's gone... Like, 2 really makes the combo, like, ridiculous.
Yep.
But when you don't have that, then it becomes guardable. Especially with Dennis's hand. He's got quite a few hand there. Well, 9.
I mean, it's been damage denied the entire game, so...
Yeah. But, let's look at...
But it's Kagero, man.
Yeah.
It's Kagero.
Plays the ammo down.
He's gonna commit anymore.
Swing in. He's got another Igni Road he commit. Can't really use any CB cards as well because he only has 1 CB. Which is fine. He doesn't really need to use any other.
He's boosting it.
Okay. Cool. It's like 24, right? He's pretty fine. You know, at 0 damage. Might as well just take it, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to take your chances with trigger. Damage trigger.
He's at 0. How does he die, right?
Whoa.
So 1 crit, that's good. That's
3
good.
damage.
3 damage. 3 is good, right? So one crit. Ooh.
Kagero!
Wait. Hey, do you put the second crit on the Vanguard or one on the rearguard? Because if at any time Dennis heals here, then a 3 crit Kagero becomes not lethal.
Yep. Like, if it was me, I would just give it to Vanguard.
Yeah, because you need a second crit in your next 2 drive checks to make Igni Road lethal as well.
Like, to make that Igni Road work, yeah.
And, like, if he heals at any time again, none of these, even if he gets a second crit, I guess then the Igni Road doesn't become lethal.
Yep.
So...
And also, like, even if you don't finish them, right, I think if you give the crit to Vanguard, ensuring those 4 damage in makes the next turn a lot easier.
Yeah. Because, like... Even though you give him extra damage and that could equate to another trigger, you still have quite a lot of power in your Vanguard.
Yeah. So just ult to Vanguard, right?
Ult the Kagero away. So I think he's only doing 3 damage. So the heal was the first damage, which is super unfortunate.
Yes.
It's like
could have been any of them but the first.
Yeah. So going in...
But now Luard's on 33.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, it's balanced like 2 triggers for true.
It means he's not dead, but this is like a 43k, 43k the cross.
And I think he's gonna re-swing again, right? There's no way he's gonna like skip on.
No, definitely, because he did the discard 3 first.
Yeah,
if you did the counterblast on Soul Blast 1 first, he's playing a safe turn.
It's like, got triggers, gotta go all in.
Yep. So when you do the discard 3, you're definitely going all in.
Ah, interesting. He plays a draw trigger.
Oh, 25? Okay. It's what, 55?
8, yeah.
55, yeah, 43, so that's no-go. Whoa!
Bro! It's overkill, bro!
Alright, so
so the 3 crit play sort of worked out.
Yeah, okay, so Igni Road has 3 crits. It's pretty disgusting.
So his field's just 3 crits. So now Dennis can't take any more.
He's got a guard and all. Null comes in at the end. This Igni Road is like a mass...
Oh, no! Oh, okay, it's a heal trigger. Oh, you can see Dennis just like face palming.
Oh, so this is
like a...
It's like...
How big's that?
23 plus 15, 38, then plus 2 more triggers, 58. 3 crit.
58k, 3 crit Igni Road. What the...
Wow, this is how you play Kagero.
Like, he just got 4 out of 4.
So wow, Dennis was lucky enough to have 2 nulls in his hand, dude.
He looked like he had just had a heart attack.
Otherwise, that would have been a quick game.
Oh, man. See, but... Hey, man, it's the Japan National Champion deck, man. Not the deck.
This is why Kagero beats Luard.
Yeah.
Because he's just too good. How do you stop?
Like, when he denies damage, he does it perfectly. Like, triggers nothing. So he's saving up his triggers.
Funny thing is, Dennis just drew a heal there. So if he took it, he wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
Like...
So I guess if he does, like, take the 4 crit, then he would have been, like, 43 on 3 damage. James, you're too good for this, man.
Uses Luard skill. to draw one. Puts back cards to stride. But like when you lose so many cards as Luard this early,
yeah, it's been hard to come
pretty
back.
bad.
And also, it doesn't have that many. I mean, it doesn't have any Luards installed, so it doesn't get like CB1 and just.
Yeah, last turn
Field
he
it.
was he got screwed.
Well,
he got Luard. If he could rewrite this turn, then he could at least call what, like 3 cards.
Yeah.
But he can't even call 3. He can only call 2.
Yeah.
Which means this equates to pretty much like a Luard first stride, which is crap. It's really
so
weak.
like I'd say James' tactic did work by giving your opponent no CB. They're like, oh, maybe it's not worth striding. And now you're like stuck in this like really odd situation where you're like
A weird purgatory where you're like,
yeah.
what do I do? I just dodged 3 crit. It does 2 Abyssal Owls, but this is such a low pressure turn though, right?
Yeah, this is like he basically just skipped a turn last turn, so
Oh, Leofold calling stuff.
Oh, man.
That's something you only see at grade 2, right?
yep.
Calls
This
him
is not a
Morfessa.
Luard play.
Well, he can like he might be able to restand,
But
can he? Like
this doesn't even have crit pressure as
yeah,
well.
no crit pressure is
actually
pretty
like-
bad.
Oh,
he
what?
plays over, so he's
Yeah.
actually just going all in.
Yep.
Like,
I mean, he needs to get a bit lucky as well.
but how lucky can you get, dude? You just dodge
You double heal.
dodge 3 crits.
You still have some heals left in the deck. 2 out, 2 in. But my God, James.
Like, what a... Is he swinging the
Alright.
Morfessa first?
See,
It's like such a weak Morfessa though.
Yeah, I don't know why you would put the the force markers separately like that if you have more Morfessa.
No, you can, but like
But because when you don't have that many.
your first Morfessa, your first Luard turn is like
Yeah, generally.
pretty crap. You just need the force markers to push your Abyssal Owls
Yep.
to be able to hit. Generally, when you go to like the second stride
Gets a
onwards,
crit. Doesn't do much, but maybe if he survives next turn.
oh,
Oh,
draw, that's
nice.
pretty nice. These are pretty good cards to get in your hand. Yeah, generally when you go to the second turn of Luard, you want to start stacking it on the Morfessa to be able to really get the Morfessa pressure going. And then after that, you might want to split it again a bit more, or even it out slightly, just because if you do something like Apocalypse Bat or Route It or something like that to do a multi-attack play, just to get the extra power. But here there is like not much pressure going on, you know. There's
I mean, this is the first time he actually did anything.
The thing is, like, Dennis's hand feels like it's kind of getting bigger now, so he might be able to survive
Decent,
another
yeah.
turn.
As long as James doesn't like
Like, the thing is,
like a god.
James like triggered a bunch of triggers, so like he doesn't really have that many good cards to play next turn. So even attacking something like the Igni Road would have been pretty good.
I was thinking about that as well.
Yeah, don't let him.
I mean, he's
get
got
something so
4
free.
triggers in his hand.
But he was able to keep the Igni Road alive. Yeah, so like if he killed the Igni Road there, right, it would have been great because what James's hand has like just triggers. He drew a Null Guard from that as well, and
That situation, I would actually consider like using the Luard to attack the Igni Road.
yeah,
Vanguard to Igni Road, like, you know.
you don't you don't need to deal damage as the Luard play here.
That's another one.
Well, you got another. Well, there's maybe another Igni Road in his hand. Maybe Igni Road doesn't get another cross, unfortunately.
But now it's getting really scary.
Yeah, double Igni Road. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I wonder how far like James will commit this turn. Is he just gonna triple restand with that kind of hand?
I mean, Dennis has like what, 7 cards or 6 cards in hand.
Like yeah, well Dennis revealed a null and a heal, so
Yep.
last turn, so you can definitely like what?
Yeah, but you
Oh,
know,
was it a heal? No, it was
was,
a crit. It was a crit,
crit.
right? Yeah. So crit.
and he has a heal in his hand.
Hmm.
But you still need to guard like the cross 3 times.
You don't have to, right? You
Well,
can
you
take one.
Yeah, you can take one and hope you get lucky.
Well, like James has shown some crit triggers already, so might as well.
Is he out?
Maybe keeping that deck out would have been pretty good, to be honest. Because when you see the null, then you calculate, okay, if he nulls, then he has to discard 3 cards.
Yep.
And then if he has to, like, guard the Vanguard twice, that's usually 2 cards each. So 7 can become 0 pretty
Yeah.
quickly. and then 0 with like 0 CB like that, and 0 hand.
Yep. You're basically buying yourself for it.
Yeah.
And Luard gets stronger. Like it scales up way better than Kagero. So.
Yeah, but like not with no cards in hand. Like I was doing the calcs, doing the calculations.
It's gonna like, am I gonna go all in? It's got a null and a heal.
Yeah. Null and heal can't do much.
Yep.
I don't think against Luard.
Yeah, because it gets like 4 swings, crits.
Next turn you just get a Morfessa and you win, unless you keep him at 0 CB again. Which I think is 100% correct, because there's not really any good way for Luard to countercharge.
If you swing at a Vanguard and they got everything, then you don't give them the CB.
Well, no, like, here's the thing, right? Like, if you swing 3 times... okay, he's committed a booster. Yeah, if you swing 3 times at Vanguard, he has to take a risk to, like, no-guard something and get CB, right? And if he doesn't get it, then that's, like, super GG.
Yeah.
So this is, what, 18?
This is it.
Well, like, I think there's 2 crits in Dennis's hand.
So if you're Dennis, what would you... Just take it. Like, I mean...
yeah, well... It depends how much he respects James, right? Does he think James's Igni Roads will swing into him? If he thinks yes and doesn't respect him because he thinks yes, then he will just guard everything. But if he does respect James, then he will no guard probably and take the risk.
Yeah.
Because now, that was actually a good time to no guard. But now he's kind of...
I think if you no guarded that one,
you're pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah. Because you know all of these are like single drive checks.
Yeah, this is a 23.
They're all blanks.
Yeah. Well, you don't know that they're all going to be blank. Yeah, but
it's a lot easier to predict like 1 damage trigger than... 1 trigger check than 2, so... What's going to happen?
Is you gonna no guard this?
Like, if you want to no guard, you ever just no guarded the first one, I think.
Yeah.
But...
You can still guard it. This is just 23.
No, but if it gets a crit and gives it to rear guard, it's still alright. It's still 3 damage on board, right?
True.
And it doesn't have decramps. Oh! Alright, how is it?
Well, yeah, it's just what you said, right? You give the crit to one of your rear guards, and there's no way
he's got 1 card in hand, so he just needs to make sure that a single card.
No. He puts the power there on the left one, because this is hitting for 35. That's past the 1 guard.
Yep.
And the other one's 38. So no, I think it's 33.
Well, you would expect the last card to be like the biggest card, which is a 20k shield, or not 30k, right? I'll say 20k.
No, but even with a 20k in his hand, he can't guard 30, 35, and 33.
That's right, and he can only get 1 damage trigger check if you attack with the non-crit one first. So you just need to... Yeah.
Because that last... The right side Igni Flow is 25 plus a AK boost. So I think you need to have more. You have to have more than your opponent, right, for the 5k for Lava Flow?
Yep.
So it's 33, but even 38, like even 33 is enough to hit over 1 card.
That's right.
So Dennis needs like a 1 trigger here to have a chance of guarding. Because this is 35, so it's correct to split.
Yep.
Even Dennis is thinking about that now. He's like, am I screwed or not?
It's like, I thought I was safe.
He should have gotten a Decrams though. Decrams puts in so much value.
The more correct play would be like Decrams and maybe deny damage.
Well, even against Kagero, they don't have easy ways to retire. So that is.
Yep, that is
GG.
Yep, that is GG.
Wow, last card was a 50k. So if he actually put the all power on the right side, ignored, he would have lost. Because 25 is still guardable with 15. So smart plays, really went all in at the end, which was pretty good actually. Even the 5k boost was pretty valuable.
So here's the thing, James really did get lucky. I mean, he gets the trigger on the right timings, but also his plays like in the early game really does show him like he is creating those chances for himself.
All the triggers, man. All the triggers.
All the triggers.
But yeah, like that. I think that last attack was pretty you can learn from it. Like, if you need the damage, if you're against a smart player, how do you actually win? How do you actually lose, right?
Yeah.
How do you lose? And you just have to play the odds.
Yeah.
And even if you have to no guard, like if he no guarded, right? If he took 2 damage, maybe he would have
sometimes
a trigger somewhere, and then it would have just you've basically saved yourself from guarding an attack, right?
Sometimes it's not just the most optimal guarding, but how do you go from like there?
Yeah, to winning. Yeah. So alright, that was a pretty cool game. Nice to see Kagero just triggering like a boss. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.
See ya.
Bye.